Eric, you're muted.
Oh, good afternoon. Sorry.
Well, I'm Marcos. I'm gonna start.
Okay.
I'm Tanya Rivera, and I'm the owner of the parcel 78 Julian Street. I just want to share for those that don't know me. I know there's plenty of people here that know who I am, but I am a longtime resident of the Dudley community. I am also a board member of DSNI. And I purchased 78 Julian Street 2020 during COVID, and I live right next to the parcel. I bought it with hopes to be able to do the project that I'm proposing today, and hoping to get your support. I'm planning to build a 3-family family unit with parking. I have my general contractor, Derek Hobson, here to discuss a little bit more in detail the construction and the proposal of the building. I do have my architectural drawings. I'm not sure if you want me to put them up while he presents, but he'll explain what he would like to do. So if I need you to give me access to share, I'm ready, but I'm gonna let Derek go now.
Great. Yeah, and you should have access. Yeah. Go ahead, Derek.
Hey, good evening, everyone. I'm Derek Hobson. I'm a licensed general contractor, Massachusetts and Rhode Island, and I'm going to be working with Tanya on this project. What we're proposing is 3,480 square foot 3-family residential dwelling with parking for 3 cars. And I noticed in the slide, the parking isn't depicted. We actually have to either send it to you guys later. We were trying to update it. We thought we were last, but we ended up being second. So, so yeah, it's 3,480 square foot building we're proposing. There's gonna be parking for 3 cars. The total lot area is 3,542 square feet, which resulted in some very common zoning violations. So what we have to do, we have a lot area, floor area ratio, open use space, side yard minimum, lot width minimum, and building separation. These are very common zoning violations that will require relief from the ZBA. There's also open space use only restriction attached to the parcel, which upon satisfactory plan review conducted by the Mayor's Office of Housing, the state HOA, would be able to lift the deed restriction. So they're doing it in the neighborhood. I know of a few parcels I'm going to be building, doing where was just recently lifted. So they are doing it, provided that they like the drawings and what we're going to do with the lot. The building's design, as you see, sorry, can you go back to the very first one? Okay, so yeah. So this is the basement plan. It's going to be just open space in the basement. The first floor is going to consist of 2 bedrooms. The Mayor's Office of Housing has a guideline that we've, you have to adhere to. And the total unit minimum for a 2-bedroom apartment is 750 square feet. We're going to have about 1,250 per unit. They have primary bedroom sizes for these units, 10 by 12, and we meet that. Secondary bedroom sizes are 10 by 10. We have 11 by 14. The buildings, you can go to the next one. Thanks. So the floor plans are identical all the way through from the first to the third, which consists of 2 bedrooms. Joined kitchen and living dining room. There's a front and a back porch. And it's just, it flows. The bedroom, the bathroom is in the center. You can go to the next one, it's fine. The front elevation is gonna be the handicap accessibility, because all the new units have to have that. So it's gonna be like straight in from the ground. We're gonna do hardy plank siding, PVC trim, 30-year architectural shingle, and those are the materials we're gonna use. You can go to the next one. This is the rear elevation. Like I said, we're missing the parking piece in here, but we have it with the plot plan, and we can actually resend it. So this is the rear elevation. You can go to the next one, I'm sorry. It doesn't show the ramp. So like I wanted to speak about, so we have an offset. One of the violations that we have is the side minimum, where the code has it at 10 feet, but we're gonna situate this building off to the right, which will have 3 feet on one side and then 10 feet for an easement for parking in the back. So it'll be a ramp heading to the back of the building where you have parking for 3 cars. I wanted to get that. And the building is designed to conform to the existing structures adjacent to it, which is the A-frame. And, so it's the 3-family box with the A-frame at the top. So it'll be conforming with, when you walk down the street, it'll all look the same. And we're gonna do it as energy efficient as possible. And I'll take any questions.
Thanks, Derek and Tanya. So folks, are there any questions from the floor at this point?
I have questions. Maribel.
Maribel, go ahead.
Yes, I'm glad to hear that this is a plan. I haven't heard whether or not you're gonna have greenery in the area, which I think is very important for our community, given that we're the highest community with asthma. And a lot of people tend to just have complete pavement, not thinking that this is a very vulnerable community, especially to children and adults. And I'm a very strong believer of having greenery, if possible, and maintaining it.
So
okay.
I can't recall what you said, Derek. Thank you, Maribel, about the open space, green space for what's the plan is.
So yeah, and this is actually the plan that we then upload. But yes, we're gonna have greenery in the back. It's gonna be 30 feet by 6 feet of greenery, and that is what relates to the yard space where we get the violation for the lot. So because the lot is only so big, we're only going to be able to accommodate that 30-foot by 6-foot greenery space. But there's going to be greenery there, and we have it depicted in this plan right here, but we didn't upload it. So
I guess, yeah. So I'm not sure if Renee had asked, or Minnie, because we normally ask for copies of the sort of violations letter that you get, just to have it handy.
Well, we don't have them yet. I'm sorry, we don't have it yet. We're still in the beginning, and we were trying to line up our supports. But we are gonna put this, and we're gonna submit it to the city, and when we get the zoning, we get the letter back, we can share it then. We're very, very new.
Okay, I thought you had already submitted. Okay, so this probably question is for my colleague Tanya. Tanya, what is the plan for this housing? Is it who is it rental, home ownership? Who do you intend to target as the tenants there?
Yeah. So it's only 3 units, and they're all
going to be affordable.
All affordable units. So I will take people with Section 8, Boston housing, Queensday housing, whatever the families have, I will accept. There's only 3 units, so they're all going to be affordable.
What
Marcos, I just want to share, I live right next door. So I'm very vested in this community, as you know. So whatever I need to do to maintain the, respect of my neighbors and my family, like I take pride in my community. So trust and believe that I'm going to do whatever I can to keep my, what I would like for my own family and for myself.
Thank you.
I'm vested. I'm here. And that's why I'm here, just making sure that you all have your questions answered. So
yeah, I see that C Light raised her hand, and before we get to her, Derek, you mentioned some deed restriction that would, hopefully be lifted. What was that about? Is that for the whole plot, the whole lot?
Okay, so no, so this lot was purchased under the yard share.
Okay, yeah.
Owner, and I wanted to piggyback on Tanya when she was saying how she's going to upkeep the property. Prior to her ownership, it was just full of bushes, vacant. It was dirty, overgrown. Nobody was plowing it, the snow, shoveling the snow in front. And because she lived next door, she was always doing it. Yeah. So the opportunity presented for her to purchase, and she purchased it. So with that being said, I'm sure that she'll maintain it because she lives right next door. She's also presented her project to all of the abutters and a lot of people in the neighborhood on the street. And I don't know if did you forward the support letter to them? Mm-hmm. So yeah, she has a letter of support, and it's going to be good for the community. It'll change the eyesore, just the empty lot, into livable space. Like she said, she's going to do low income, and she lives right next door. So, chances are she's going to maintain the property.
Thank you. So I want to call on C Light. You can unmute yourself and share your question or comment.
Hi, I'm Chantal. I live at 25 Dennis Street. I just wanted to know, how is she going to choose? It's only 3 units. Is she going to give the people that live in the community a chance first? Like the people that live in DSI, the neighborhood first to apply for the apartments?
Tanya, do you want to answer that? Like, how are you going to market, and to whom first, or will there be priorities for neighborhood folks?
I mean, I'm gonna post it in all the affordable housing agencies, and I guess we're gonna be screening as people come. I don't know if there's a way for me to really look at who's coming from my same community, but I'm sure that that is definitely something that I can take into consideration. But I want to make sure that the people that apply, really need the housing. I work in shelters, so I know firsthand the need of housing. That I see it every day. So I'm definitely gonna make sure that it goes to people that need it.
Yeah, thank you.
No, thank you for that question, Chantal.
Yes, thank you. Because, like in the neighborhood, I know there's a lot of overcrowded households, so I was thinking maybe have the applications first at DSNI headquarters, and, maybe the people in the neighborhood can have it. Because once you put it in the paper, it's like everybody's going to be after it. Everybody's looking for, a place to stay. I was luckily enough to get my house, in 2019, when Deborah Wilson moved out. So it's hard. It's definitely hard. But thank you. And I'm very happy that you purchased, it next to you and cleaned it up, and anything that's going to make the community look great is always great. So I appreciate you doing that.
Yeah, no, thank you, Chantal. And I want to add, it's only 2 bedrooms, so it's definitely going to be supporting maybe a starter family, And I'm one that I'm hoping that people live there temporarily while they hopefully buy their own house, right? So it's a 2-bedroom, each unit, you know, maybe a family of 3, maybe 4, right? If there's 2 girls and 2 boys,
Right.
but it's definitely gonna be giving I'm hoping young families that are just starting up and need a place to stay, and hopefully they'll build themselves from there. And that's it.
Right. Thank you so much.
So I guess there isn't a specific ask at this point, given that you haven't necessarily, submitted plans to the city or are going before ZBA.
We did, Marcos. I wanted
It's
to correct that.
Yeah, it's under review.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So they're submitted. We just haven't received any feedback yet. It's still being reviewed.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for sharing the plans, Tanya. Great, congratulations on, being able to move this forward. And so
Thank you.
we'll be open to hearing as things evolve, and again, consider other requests. So I don't see anybody else raising their hand, so we want to get to the third item on the agenda,